What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast. It's G-Man out here in Singapore, and this is my review and breakdown of She-Hulk episode 6. So another basic episode. Something I didn't enjoy. Another episode I did not enjoy. I shouldn't say it's basic. Maybe other people loved it and whatnot. But to me, another filler episode, just another waste. Again, just not really moving anywhere with the story except the last scene, where it clearly looks like they are trying to get her blood and do something with it, whoever this organization is or whatnot. It says something about Hulkin, and I believe Hulkin is a character from the what do you call it, New Avengers and whatnot. So I don't know if it's got anything to do with that. But who's trying to get her blood? I don't know. But anyway, the episode itself, I mean, again, to me, it was just another filler episode. And maybe I'm just a spoiled, or maybe I'm not the target audience, right? Just because, I'm watching it because it's part of the MCU, right? And I just want to see and make sure I'm involved in every part of the MCU's growth. But within the MCU's one superhero genre, there's so many different genres of movies and TV shows. Maybe this specific genre is just not targeted towards me, which is why I'm not enjoying it. Which is fine, right? If it's not the genre that's towards me, then that's fine. It's okay that I'm not enjoying it. I'm sure a lot of other people are. But for me, I'm just watching it because it's part of the MCU. Normally, I feel like even some of the previous Marvel stuff that haven't been so good, at least they've all been, connected to the MCU in a certain way. Now, this one has, with the different cameos and all that sort of stuff in episodes 1, 2, and 3. But then again, 4, 5, and 6 just didn't take you anywhere. And it was another filler episode, a pointless wedding, which she acknowledges. Yeah, she breaks the fourth wall. Jennifer breaks the fourth wall and says, "Yep, we're putting in a random wedding," because that's what TV shows do in the middle of the show or whatever. So she acknowledged it was random, but it was random and it was shit. CGI was still basic, which we're gonna accept. It's the whole show's CGI. I heard the budget for some of these shows for this one is like 25 million. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing for a TV show. I'm not familiar with that, but still, CGI was basic. The wedding was just pointless. I don't know. Just the episode was pointless. The fight with Titania was shit. Stupid, silly. Like, the fight with Titania was just basic. There's no real, I don't feel no real animosity towards her. And she's supposed to be one of She-Hulk's main villains. But it's this Instagram bullshit, trying to get my name, but it's some bullshit. I don't feel the real animosity. She's obviously not the big threat in the show. I get that. But if she's one of her main villains, at least give her make her some kind of threat. I mean, that fight was rubbish. And she slipped on ice and bust her teeth. I mean, come on, man. I don't know. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling the episode at all. The only thing at the end was, which I mentioned, which probably leads on to a little bit of extra of where we're going to. Last week, they showed Daredevil's helmet, and this week, you didn't get shit. Well, that's basic. That's totally basic. Is it basic? I don't know. Again, it's just leading us on maybe to a future Daredevil cameo. Obviously, as we know, he's in the show, which I actually think now was shit to spoil that in the trailer. Why would you put the best thing about the show probably in the trailer? That don't make no sense. But whatever, maybe that's a way to get people watching. I don't know. But again, you teased Daredevil in the last week's episode, and then you give us nothing this week at all. Not even a reference. I don't know. It was just basic. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm not watching it twice. As I mentioned, I'm not going to try and watch it twice and do the whole breakdown and go for it scene by scene and whatnot. I don't have the enthusiasm to do it for this show or for this episode. Again, that's 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row that you've that's been basic. And honestly, I'm only watching because it's the MCU. And luckily, these are 30 minutes long. 30 minutes is doable. 60 minutes or 45 minutes would even be a bit too much. But yeah, that's it. Look, I'm not going to say nothing else. I didn't enjoy it. We know 3 more episodes. Let's see if it takes us anywhere. What else? Anything good else happened in this? I don't have no highlights in this episode, man. I really don't. Yeah, I'm going to leave it to that. Nothing else better for me to say. Again, I'm not the target audience. It must be someone else. So if you're enjoying it, wicked, awesome. But for me, that's my review. Out. Peace.